Wonderful, wonderful.
There's no way of separating politics from religion, but it's very important to protect the life of our polity, the entire society, against any kind of illusion that any one politician or any one position possesses all of the religious truth. And what we have, which is very destructive right now, is we have certain positions which are being taken by politicians who are claiming that their position is a result of their religious faith and that their religious faith certifies only one position. We have to find the way to build a society in which we can be respectful of all of the differences in our society, just as we have to construct that kind of a world in which we're mutually respectful of all the differences in our world. We're not going to have a world where everybody is a Muslim, or everybody is a Hindu, or everybody is a Christian. Certainly not where everybody is a Jew, God forbid. Let me tell you, when Jews take control, they start fighting among themselves just like Muslims. It's a great, great reality. And I want to remind all of you, Dr. Grace mentioned Gandhi, and really one of the prophets of the modern world for all of us. I want to remind you that Gandhi was murdered, was assassinated by a Hindu extremist who was opposed to Gandhi's efforts to keep India together and to keep Muslims and Hindus together. In other words, Gandhi, a Hindu, was assassinated because he was reaching out to Muslims and trying to keep Muslims and Hindus together. I want to remind you, and I say this, I'm not only an American citizen, I'm also a British citizen, though certainly not born there, that before the British, Muslims, out of respect for Hindus, did not eat beef in India because they were living together in the society. And even though, according to halal, as all of you Muslims know, there's nothing wrong with eating beef as long as it's slaughtered and prepared properly. But out of respect for their Hindu Hindus who lived in the same society, they said, we're not going to do that because we want to be respectful to our Hindu neighbors. Now, that's the kind of society that we have to build, where we have each other's backs, we respect each other, we stand up for each other, we stand up for the integrity of each other. Now, I want to touch on one other thing. I hope to hell that there are a couple of people here who are properly armed, okay, who are legal in carrying weapons, who've been designated as guards to the mosque. Because there are, and I hope to hell that the police are aware that we're having this meeting and that there's some kind of protection that we have. Because there are hateful people out there who, just like that Hindu extremist who assassinated Gandhi, there are people who would want to disrupt and demonstrate against this. There might even be a few Muslims who are upset that we're having this kind of meeting, that we're talking together. And I guarantee you that there are Jews and there are Christians who think the fact that we talk together and that Shafayat and I are friends, that's something outrageous. We need to find appropriate ways to deal with guns. We're not going to be able to ban weapons the way that they have in Britain. And as I think the deacon said, there's just a tiny number of gun murders. We actually have close to 35,000 people who are killed by guns in America. And we have more guns per capita than any society in the world. We're not going to be able to get rid of them, but we have to work together to get better control. And if there is no way that I want to live in a place in America where the police don't have weapons. I like that in London. They did that very well. But here, we need police that are armed, and we probably need protection for our religious institutions, unfortunately, because there are people out there who hate us and who'd love to take us down and love to attack us, and we can't permit that. So I think there's a kind of a balance. I was a a sharpshooter when I was a kid. I was an Army chaplain, as I said. I had my marksmanship merit badge as a Boy Scout. I was even a member of the NRA, and I've been a police chaplain my entire career in one place or another, including in London, including in New York, and I'm the chaplain to the sheriff in Palm Beach County right now. So, I'm not afraid of guns in the right hands, in the hands of the military, in the hands of the police, in the hands of designated, licensed, trained guards that we need. But the proliferation of guns, the ability of nut jobs to get guns, is something that we got to work on together to shut down.
I know that politics and